This is the first time I've ever seen you swim, so I just wanted to get a feel for what you're doing that's good and what you're doing that we can improve on. The first thing I like to look at is your entry. Really like the way you're throwing your arms forward, you're entering the water at shoulder width. You do have a little bit of up and down movement with your head, and that's basically from pushing down with your leading arm when you're breathing, but that's not terrible. Here from overhead, you can see that you really do have a nice reach. You really throw that arm forward. You do keep your body in a pretty long and straight position from your shoulders to your hips to your ankles. You do tend to balance yourself a little bit with your legs, which I don't really care for. Um, and you also were having a little bit of problem staying straight there, but that had a lot to do with the um, the current in the endless pool. So here what I'm looking at is your arm position, basically what you're doing with your arm after it goes into the water. And what I see is that it's typically you're just pushing down to begin with, and then you're bending it about at the same position or at the same place as your shoulder. So that means you're not getting any catch from where your hand enters to your shoulder, and that's what I typically refer to as your early catch. You can also see that you don't hold your leading arm extension while you're breathing. So you can see, especially with the left arm, you'll see some bubbles coming up, and that's from you pushing down. But you can also see that you're over rotating your body position a little bit. And I did, here is another shot of it. And that was part of the reason why I think with your kick, you're balancing with your kick. So one of the first things I suggested was that we really work on your body position and your balance in the water, because I think that that is going to be one of the most important things for helping you to gain a little bit more speed. Less drag, more speed. It's pretty simple. Simple to say, not necessarily simple to achieve. Here, just looking at the left arm a little bit more closely, and I think you can see that there isn't a lot of pulling back anywhere before your shoulder going on. Here, when you're breathing, the arm should be out straight in front of you, and it was underneath you. So that's just coming back to catch-up drill. That isn't that difficult to fix. Here, your arm is underneath you, where I'd like to really see your body position a little different so that you could have that high elbow and really have a powerful catch after you're breathing. I just feel like you might rush the early catch a little bit. So in order to start fixing things, I gave you the kickboard so that you could really get focused on that bent arm catch, shallow arms in the water, and really just pulling straight back. Also, this gives you that leading arm extension like I was talking about, and it helps you feel that and practice that with giving your hand a little bit of flotation. It also helps keep your body up towards the surface of the water a little bit more. The next drill that we'll come to, you'll see that isn't quite the case. After we did that, we took the kickboard away and just had you kind of swim a little bit slower and really work on incorporating that into your stroke. And you can see it's difficult because you're used to a really quick stroke rate, and basically what I'm asking you to do is slow that down a little bit. Here's where things really got interesting. Your body position improved immensely in terms of your hips and your legs when you used the PVC pipe. Your head was much deeper underwater than I'd really like to see, because with it being this deep, it's almost impossible for you to just roll onto your side and actually get a breath of air. So this is where the body balance and the body position really comes into play, but this is a more advanced drill, but it's definitely something that will change your swimming for the better. So I think you've got lots of good things to work on, and I'll send you some still shots and some workouts to do.